A small-town girl finds romance on the road.
They loved each other. I think they had something great going.
She told me they were going to be together.
But this couple desires more than true love.
Looks sexy.
They had their strange alternate lifestyle.
We're just very open-minded, and other people are not around here.
And someone will pay the ultimate price.
He was jealous of everybody and everything.
Call me. Text me.
The people just left and vanished.
Where's Lee?
There won't be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I said, I'll let you down.
Love may be blind and marriage bliss, but divorce is murder. The foothills of the Appalachians in South Carolina are a beautiful place to live.
The county is basically an island. We're surrounded by lakes and rivers.
Bye, Mom. See ya.
Beautiful lakes and rivers aren't enough for 17-year-old Rebecca Murray. She longs to travel and explore.
A lot of people in the mountains, they go to the gas station and back home or to the grocery store and back home, and that's it.
Rebecca!
Rebecca, being from a small community like this, she wanted to travel all over the United States and see stuff that she's never seen before.
Hey, Lee.
Hey, oh, careful.
She's inspired by step-cousin Lee Michael Cawthon, a long-haul trucker.
He saw all of America. Literally went from one side to the other.
It may have impressed her. She would have liked to see new things and meet new people.
Lee is the son of her uncle's second wife. Rebecca has known him since she was a child.
So where'd you go this time?
All over. West Coast mainly.
Did you see the Pacific?
Yep.
I've never seen the ocean before.
You will. Promise.
Hey there. The kids are inside.
Rebecca is also close with Lee's wife, Jennifer.
Thanks for coming so last.
Jennifer and him asked me, could Rebecca come over and babysit their kids? Oh, yeah, it's family.
No one could have ever imagined Lee's next move.
Hi.
Hey, you want to come on a job with me? I'm a free man.
What are you getting at?
I'm going out on the road, and I'm asking if you want to come with me.
I'm gonna get my stuff.
Jennifer left, took the kids. She's filed for divorce.
I imagine the chance to get out on the road with Lee Michael and driving 18-wheelers across country was probably pretty cool for Rebecca.
Life gets much more exciting on the road.
I got this for you.
Thank you.
She'd call me. She'd tell me where she's at, what they were doing.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, you'll never guess where I'm calling from. Yeah, we're in Iowa.
She told me they were going to be together. I'm like, I don't really approve of this, Rebecca. She told me, she said, Mommy, I love him.
Okay, I have to go. Yeah, I love ya. See ya.
We never said goodbye. We don't say goodbye. We always say see ya.
They loved each other. I think they had something great going. They did everything together.
You ready?
After 5 years, they realize they're in it for the long haul.
Their wedding anniversary was Halloween. They loved Halloween.
Oh, you look so good.
They're still on the road when Lee's marriage to Jennifer is officially dissolved.
Let's go.
He never saw his kids, never had anything to do with his kids.
I really believe that Rebecca was 100% of his world.
Let's go.
It's a surprise for everyone back home.
No, she didn't tell me. And that's just something that I wanted to be there for.
2 years after they marry, Rebecca and Lee eventually place down roots. Just before the death of Lee's grandfather, they moved back to South Carolina.
Rebecca and Lee lived on Lee's family property that he was given when his grandfather passed away. It's approximately 12 acres or so.
They moved here to kind of settle down.
Rebecca was happy to be closer to home.
So? What do you think?
It's so nice to be home. It's so nice to have a home. Now that we have a pool table, I'm never gonna leave.
That's what I like to hear.
I love you, you know that?
I know. No, we've gotta go. If we're late, my mom's gonna kill me.
For both of them, it's nice to be close to family.
And I got to spend some time with my child. I started the Sunday dinner thing. That's family dinner day. Whether you like it or not, you got to show up. If you don't want to eat, that's fine. But I'm going to have dinner ready. I'm going to fix dinner.
They don't only spend time with family. Rebecca and Lee also decide to go into business together.
They ended up buying a liquor store in Westminster, which they ran for a number of years.
That was the only liquor store that there was on the back street back there. That's where everybody got their liquor.
It's an ironic choice,
I got it.
given that Lee doesn't drink at all.
The fact that he owned a liquor store and didn't drink is a little strange. I mean, wow, how many people would just love to have a liquor store at their disposal, right?
To them, that was the perfect job because they wanted to be together all the time. That was a way to accomplish that and be able to make a living.
Things were good there for a while.
Are we boring now?
You think about what I said? About adding a little spice to things?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Even though they've settled down, the couple's adventures aren't over yet.
Looks sexy.
Okay. I met Lee, Michael, and Rebecca on a dating website. I spoke to them briefly for about 2 days, and then I met them for dinner. They were both seeking a female to share in their love lives together.
Hi.
Elite Franks is 20 years old. Rebecca is 29, and Lee is 37.
So I'm Elite.
I'm Lee.
And I'm nervous.
There was a little bit of an age gap between us, but I thought they were very funny, that they got along pretty great together. We all seemed to have a nice time together.
Where did you say you worked again?
Lee and Rebecca enjoyed coming to see me dance. They had fun when they came in.
Within weeks, the threesome is inseparable.
They became friends, and apparently she became polyamorous with them.
As far as Elite and Rebecca having a relationship, I don't think the general community would have known. These folks are pretty introverted, and I don't think that they advertised that they were engaging in this sort of behavior.
It was definitely different to go out that way.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning. We're just very open-minded, and other people are not around here, really. It is conservative. I was not their first partner. Jennifer and Lee Michael tried to have an open marriage, introducing Rebecca into it. The wife got jealous and controlling. Ultimately, it ended up with just Lee and Rebecca together.
I found out this stuff afterwards. I thought I could trust them. Evidently, I couldn't.
Psychotherapist Stacy Kaiser and forensic psychologist Brian Russell see cause for concern.
It looks to me like Lee and Rebecca are trying to change up something in the marriage, but I worry about this as the method. I think it is very risky.
What Rebecca and Lee are doing is seeking excitement outside of their pair and pulling in a third person. And that kind of a decision often has consequences that can actually pull the marriage apart.
I worry that two of these three people are going to end up closer together and somebody is going to be the odd person out.
Their complicated history compels Rebecca, Elite, and Lee to agree there's no room for jealousy or lies.
I liked them both equally. We were all very close. We were always together. We never fought.
Until this menage a trois learns the hard way, there's no harmony in polyamory.
It did hurt her feelings.
Elite had shut Lee Michael out a little bit, and I think he felt scorned by that.
After 7 years of marriage, Rebecca and Lee Michael Cawthon open up their relationship to an exotic dancer named Elite Franks.
I thought it was a Hallmark card situation for something that was so different than the norm.
You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it.
Then, a few months into their relationship, there's a twist.
After I moved back from Charleston, I started hanging out with Elite. That is how I met Lee and Rebecca.
And Rebecca.
I'm pretty sure we talked for hours about anything, everything, you name it. Video games, news, TV, music.
For Lee, an introvert and a bit of a loner, the new friendships are valuable and rare.
It was just a bunch of people laughing, philosophizing about life. I had a great time. Everybody did.
It's new friends.
New friendships mean new tastes.
That's not bad.
When I was hanging out with him, he would only drink like a few beers with me. Maybe, a glass or two of wine. But I was the bigger drinker of the group.
Lee and Rebecca might be having fun, but the liquor store is struggling.
Another liquor store had opened up on the main drag.
He could go to Walmart and buy a certain wine cheaper than he could buy it off the truck.
It drained them. They just didn't want to do it anymore. They lost interest. They both were on the same page about closing the liquor store.
After they closed the store, it was the first time that they had not worked together, and Lee Michael never got a job after that.
Instead of working with Lee, Rebecca starts working out with Elite.
She started to lose weight and get active and boost her confidence. So she didn't even look for any other job. She knew she wanted to dance.
Wanna be bad sometimes. Wanna be bad.
Rebecca never auditioned. I just brought her in and threw her to the wolves. She got on stage first few times and looked a little awkward about it, and after that it was just natural for her.
Within weeks, Rebecca is seeing a payoff.
I feel like when she started dancing, that was when she gained a lot of self-respect. Lee was okay with it at first. For like a week or two, all right, we're making more money, that's cool, but it's like other guys were talking to her at that point.
He was nervous about anybody getting closer to Rebecca because she was getting a lot of praise and approval and attention, and he was not.
It was empowering to her, and she was learning to be more independent and see that there was a world outside of Lee Michael.
She had friends, she was making money. I think jealousy at some point in time would rear its ugly head.
I wanna be bad.
They had one truck, so he would drive her there and then wait.
As Lee and Rebecca grow more distant, Rebecca and Elite grow closer.
Took you long enough.
You know, you could give me the truck sometime.
Let's go.
Do you need a lift?
No, that's okay.
They had very similar personalities, and they probably got along as friends better with that way than either one of them maybe did with Lee Michael.
There were some shifts in his personality. Like I said, he was very gentlemanlike and smart and funny, but then it turned into like sharper looks, and he wasn't the same person anymore. It wasn't as enjoyable to be around him.
He was probably angry at Rebecca, maybe even a little jealous because Elite, their friend, had distanced themselves, and I think he blamed her for that.
He did often sense that I didn't like him as much anymore.
Ultimately, the two women fall in love.
Well, I have to say, it's nice to finally sit with you and chat a bit.
It's nice to finally meet you, too.
We were very close. There was always chemistry between us.
I met Elite, had no problem with it. This is Rebecca's friend, Rebecca's girlfriend. Rebecca loves her. And if Rebecca loves her, then I'm going to accept this.
There's just one tiny issue.
Lee would always keep tabs on Rebecca.
Is that Lee?
It's always Lee.
He was jealous of everybody and everything.
Okay, we gotta go.
She had to text him pictures, where we were, what we were doing, who we were talking to. Why was it taking you so long to get back?
Actions speak louder than words really seems to fit with what's going on with Lee here. His paranoid behavior is escalating. He's getting more worried about her. He's tracking her. He's waiting outside. He's going to the club.
I think the question now is, Rebecca sees this change in Lee. She's got to know that Lee is not happy with the way things are going, and so the question is, what's she going to do about it?
I think Lee is a ticking time bomb right now. I don't think he's happy with the situation at all, but I think he feels trapped.
In the meantime, Lee copes through self-medication.
He was drinking steadily. And then he started making snide little nasty comments.
She did have a few regulars that he would mention, you know, in passing, like, oh, that guy's a piece of you know, and he didn't even know that person.
I'm gonna be in here.
Losers.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here. And you're coming with me.
No, I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm working. You're embarrassing me.
Come on.
No. God, even the guys here treat me better than you do.
You coming with me?
No. You okay? I don't know anymore. We'll talk after, okay?
With the couple on edge, question is, who will snap first?
What's Elite to do? I can't stay with you, Rebecca, because your husband's really crazy. She knew it was because of Lee.
After 2 years in an open relationship with her husband, Lee Cawthon, Rebecca Murray is torn between him and her girlfriend, Elite Franks.
Good night, huh? After Lee left, I mean. He's kind of nutso these days.
Yeah.
Elite had already distanced herself from Lee Michael in the relationship. She had seen him do things that were, I think, disturbing to her.
She told me that Lee Michael could sense that I didn't approve of him anymore, and it was kind of like I was tolerating him to be around her.
Listen, maybe you should think about, like...
We've been married for 15 years.
I can't stand the way he's always keeping tabs on you. Look, I love you. But I can't be with you if you're with him.
Is that an ultimatum?
Just a fact. Just friends then?
It did hurt her feelings to hear that I didn't want to be intimate with her anymore, because he would never allow us to be alone together.
What's Elite to do? I can't stay with you, Rebecca, because your husband's really crazy. And Rebecca, please don't leave. You know, I love you, but you can't talk about my man like that. That's really a rock and a hard place for anybody. After Elite and Rebecca kind of broke up or whatever, Rebecca was really sad about that. She knew it was because of Lee.
Who is that? Is that Elite?
It's Dad.
Oh, cool. Fad. Let's have him over.
With Elite out of the picture, Rebecca and Lee turned to someone else.
I'll be back.
We were all hanging out playing video games, and you know, I'm a smoker, so I walked outside and I was smoking.
Hey.
You didn't start smoking, did you?
No. I just came outside because you're so smoking hot.
She walked out and she was hanging out with me, just talking.
I always thought you were really cute. I was wondering if you maybe wanted to get together.
What?
And she goes, I really, really like you, and I've talked to Lee about it. And she goes, I would be in a relationship with you as well, kind of like when I was with Elite. I feel like they kind of planned that a little ahead of the game, and I just kind of fell into that.
They brought Thad into the relationship, and he was, I believe, the first male that joined their relationship.
The only way I can make sense of Lee being okay with Thad and Rebecca having sex is to think that at this point, Lee has sort of resigned himself to the idea that Rebecca needs more than just him.
I don't buy it for a minute that Lee is 100% okay with the relationship between Thad and Rebecca. My hunch is this new relationship with Thad allows Lee to be included, to be connected, and for them to be a threesome again instead of two of them, meaning Rebecca and someone else, and him over here on the outside.
Lee and Rebecca's marriage may be unstable, but her job remains steady.
Saturday, April 15th, 2017 was a normal day for Rebecca. She started her shift at the club at 9 p.m.
I was in Charleston on vacation Easter weekend. I had dogs and goats and chickens and pigs that needed to be watched after, so yeah, Thad stayed and watched the animals.
Thad and Lee hang out while Rebecca is at work. Sometime after midnight, they part ways.
Hey, man.
Rebecca was working from 9 p.m. to 5 o'clock in the morning. He was late picking her up. It's not a good feeling when the club starts shutting down, they clean stuff up, and you're left there without a ride.
Finally, he shows up, more than an hour late.
He was drinking, and she was upset.
That was a big deal to her, like, dude, I've been calling your phone and you've been asleep, and it was because he was drinking.
They got back to the house. It's about a 40-minute drive. When they got back, things escalated.
Come here! No! No! Don't touch me!
Rebecca drove herself to the hospital. She ultimately did receive 6 stitches from that.
She told the doctor that she had fallen down the stairs and hit her head.
She did not indicate that the injuries had been a result of domestic violence at all.
Are you okay?
I didn't know where else to go.
Here, let me take a look at you. Sorry. Where's Lee? Did he do this to you?
Can't believe he hit me.
What in the hell is going on? This really just put his hands on you like this. This is absolutely insane.
Please, oh. Oh, no.
If you weren't in this house bleeding, I'd be at his house and he'd be bleeding. I swear.
I know Thad was mad. Him and Rebecca had a growing relationship, and he cared about her deeply.
I'm gonna kick his ass!
Not now. Just please stay with me.
It was upsetting. I'm having a hard time taking all this in, because I'm just like, I'm about to go beat the hell out of this man.
You just, you come downstairs when you're ready, okay?
At 2:50, I think it's when it was, she called me.
Hi. I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight, but I'll stop by tomorrow.
Something's happened, something come up. Are you okay? I'll be okay. I'm safe.
I received a message from Rebecca saying that she was at my house and that she would be there when I got back home. Sad was there, keeping her safe and tending to her. So I took comfort in that.
Call me, text me, something.
Her phone was blowing up. Somebody was trying to contact her. They assumed that it was Lee.
Probably the fact that all of a sudden she's gone. I think probably he knew something was up. He became very jealous of Thad, and I think he really thought that she was going to leave him and go off with Thad.
He's been texting me all night.
What if he comes here?
We'll be ready.
I literally went and got my gun and loaded it and put it right beside me. I was like, if he shows up here, I'm gonna shoot the And she's like, I know. This is it. This is the last straw.
But the last straw for whom?
So this is the last time he's gonna hit me.
No one had heard from Lee, and no one could find him either.
After 2 years in an open relationship with her husband, Lee Michael, Rebecca Cawthon is torn between him and her girlfriend, Elite Franks.
I got this very strange feeling to check up on her. So I called Rebecca.
Hey, it's me, just checking in. I'm just waiting for Thad to bring me some food. Trying to figure out what to do. And?
I'm leaving him.
That's it.
She told me that was the last straw. It didn't matter what they were fighting about before that happened. It was the second he hit her, she was done.
She was leaving Lee Michael, and she was getting a divorce.
I'll be back soon.
Just be careful, okay? Thank you for everything.
She told me that she could hear how much I loved her. That she was thankful for a friend like me, and that everything was gonna be all right. I told her I loved her. Don't do anything to get yourself hurt.
What I would say if I could talk to her at this moment is, do not ever go back. Don't go back and get killed by him. Don't go back and kill him. Don't go back.
One of the things that we know about violence is it doesn't lessen, it escalates. And so the likelihood of a bigger altercation, something more violent happening if Rebecca goes back is incredibly high.
Someone could end up dead.
Rebecca! Rebecca?
Hi, this is Rebecca. Leave me a message.
She wanted fast food takeout, and it took a lot longer than expected. 30, 40 minutes to go do all this, and she was gone when I came back.
She never came back to my house that night. Thad never heard from her. He was a wreck, worried sick about it. Hi, this is Rebecca. I did not hear from her. I started to freak out, and I started to call her continuously. I called her 30 times or more. I can't remember. Hi, this is Rebecca. Leave me a message.
She's not responding to texts or phone calls.
She's texting her, she's calling her, her daughter's not answering, and this is not common for her daughter.
Finally, Rebecca checks in.
I'm with a guy you don't know?
In the early morning hours of the 18th of April, Rebecca's mother did receive some text messages. Rebecca had left town with an unknown male that she was assured was taking good care of Rebecca and that she would eventually be back.
As they would say, my hackles rose.
Rebecca! Rebecca!
I went over to their house.
Rebecca!
The gate was locked and closed. I went around the building, up to the house. I beat on the door. I called the sheriff's department.
An official investigation into the disappearances is launched immediately.
At this point, Lee Michael and Rebecca are both missing.
No one had heard from Lee, and no one could find him either. Everybody had a really bad feeling.
We knew something was up.
The majority of the time we end up finding a person missing somewhere, they just don't want the family to know they're gone. It's concerning because of the allegations of domestic violence. So we sat on the house, we went in the woods behind the house, we entered them in NCIC, we had bolos out for them, we were pinging phones.
Their last phone pings are near the property, and neither one has used their credit cards in days.
We're going to where they worked, where they hung out, where they played pool, and we just weren't getting anywhere with that.
Police questioned me. Is your friend on vacation? Did she go somewhere? Are you sure she didn't just up and take off? She's an adult. And I showed them text messages. He beat her, and now I haven't heard her voice.
It takes 9 days for police to obtain a warrant to search the Cawthon house and property.
When they went to the property, they did not find anything out of place because nothing on that property had a place.
We went everywhere in that house. But, it's 12 acres, and we didn't find anything that alarmed us. It just seemed like they just left. The people just left and vanished. There's a lot of possibilities because you had the domestic violence. Has she gone off to cool off until she feels safe? Has he taken her off against her will, or have they run off together to work on their relationship? We are always hoping to find them alive.
But they won't.
Your best friend, your lover, can turn into a human predator.
There were so many places on this property that you could have hidden the body.
Rebecca Cawthon and her husband Lee Michael have been missing for more than 2 weeks.
Didn't sleep. Was up all night. When I did drift off, my brain starts giving me the what ifs, the could ifs, the should haves. That drive you nuts. But that's all I could do was have hope. Hope that she would come back, that I would find my child.
It's a really helpless feeling. There's not much you can do.
Finally, 16 days after anyone has seen either Rebecca or Lee, police get answers.
My name is Lee Michael Cawthon. I think you're looking for me.
Law enforcement called me on that afternoon and they said he's here.
He comes in, he's just kind of quiet, businesslike, and he just said he wanted to talk to the investigators.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used in court.
He seemed resigned to his fate, and as to what had happened, he told everything in very specific detail in a very calm tone.
We had a fight on Easter. I guess everybody knows that by now.
She left for the hospital, and she went to her boyfriend's house, and he took her side.
In text messages, he'd already said, you took Elite from me, now you're taking Thad.
There were numerous text messages exchanged between Lee Michael and Rebecca, some of which, looking back, are very disturbing in nature. He spoke to her of the festering that he felt from the betrayal of her going back to Thad. And he begged her to come home. He told her things like that he was going to miss the illusion of having friends because it made him feel normal.
And she took off for a couple of days and came home, and we got in another fight. You came back.
Yeah, I'm not staying, obviously.
Please.
Done.
She said, I'm done with you. We're getting a divorce. And that destroyed him.
Who is that?
There was an argument over him reading her text messages.
Give me the phone!
Get off me!
Give me the phone!
Lee felt almost certain that Rebecca was leaving him for Thad.
She wouldn't show me her phone, and that made me so mad. She should show it to me. She's my wife, you know?
Well, this time she didn't want me to see it. It rubbed you the wrong way, kind of thinking that you're gonna get left like that.
Rebecca!
It was an accident. It just went off. It's my brother's gun.
He contended that the first shot was an accidental discharge and that she was shot in the stomach.
Since it was a heat of the moment thing, but I guess it was in this area. Because of my beliefs, I didn't want her to suffer, so I did a few more.
And then he continued to shoot her approximately 7 more times. He indicated that he had heard a gurgling noise and wanted to put her out of her misery.
He was standing over, so he just, basically executed her.
As they call it, a coup de grace, kill shot, to make sure she was dead.
After Lee Michael killed her, he did clean up the scene. There were so many places on this property that you could have hidden the body. He did tape her body, wrap it in plastic, and put it in a drum of oil, essentially a barrel.
What did you do with her?
She is in the lower shop below the tractor.
Her body's in the oil pit?
Yes, sir.
So, what happened then? Well, naturally, I freaked out, and I just took off. I don't even remember.
Lee sends a few messages from Rebecca's phone to throw her friends and family off the trail, then dumps their phones and flees the county, and eventually the state. Until he decides to confess.
When it comes right down to it, I'm just tired of lying to everybody. I don't want them looking for her, worrying about her. I'm trying to be a proper man.
I've never had a person who murdered somebody come turn themselves in and tell us they did it and tell us where she was at. He just wanted to end it all. He just wanted to let everybody know where she was at because I think he was tired of running and hiding and nobody helping him.
Whether he really did have a guilty conscience, I don't know. I suspect he probably did. He knew he had her body stuffed there in the garage, and that sooner or later it was going to be found.
In order to determine why Lee came back and confessed, we have to look at the story that Lee told, which is that he initially shot Rebecca by accident.
If you don't want to shoot somebody, you don't point the gun at the person in the first place.
I think he thought that maybe he could salvage some friendships, maybe he could salvage his reputation, and maybe ultimately he would turn out okay in the story if they believed him.
To whatever extent he did finish Rebecca off because she was suffering, I would bet anything that that was because it was hard for him to watch, not because he was really empathic about the fact that, oh my gosh, she's suffering now that I've caused this, I have to help her out.
In September 2018, Lee Michael Cawthon is sentenced to 45 years in prison. He is 42 years old.
I believe that is a fair sentence, and the judge remarked that the sentence should ensure that Lee Michael spends the rest of his natural life in prison.
I wanted to talk to him. Why did you do this? Why would you do this to someone that you love, that you say you love? If she didn't want to be with you, fine, let her go. She wasn't your property. You didn't own her.
You know, she truly, inside out, was a caring, loving, beautiful person. If she really loved you, she loved you, man. And I really think people should remember her that way.
It's something that I truly valued that was taken away from me. I mean, we can never get that back. She took care of me, loved me.
You don't get over stuff like this. I never got to say goodbye to my child, and not that I would say goodbye. People keep talking about closure. There is no closure.